Hello, resident pasty muncher from the north here. Just about to start my day off, getting rid of some more panels, scrap metal basically. A bit more clearing up in the yard, getting rid of things. Using this car called Charles to help by towing big chunks of metal with the trailer. And the trailer's just over there behind this car called Andrew. And as you can see, the bonnet is open on this car known as Prince Andrew because I was just giving the diesel thing a little pump there to try and make sure there's diesel coming through because it doesn't want to start. Now this could be down to the fuel level being just too low, or possibly even the battery not turning the engine over quickly enough. Let's try it again. Should be enough to get that going though. That is what you might call typical, because I do need that car out of the way. So I'm going to have to try some jump leads on it and see whether the spinning over a bit more quickly will do the job. Failing that, it's going to be towing it. This is going to be a bit difficult for me because although the other day I weighed in a load of engines, they weren't any good. You know, they've been left outside. My fault, but it's difficult to store engines inside when you haven't got room for them. So that's what happened. But I really want to tidy up. I mean, this door here, lovely colour, Rover 45. No one wants to buy it. The one that bothers me more would be this. There we go. There's Nigel's passenger door. And I'm just going to chuck it away. There's another door there. Just going to get chucked away. Nigel's tailgate. I don't really want to chuck it, but I'm going to. And then two more here. A couple of bonnets, a couple of Rover 75 doors. Safety boots. Safety boots. Keep my toes from being squashed. Now this would be a really, really dull video if all I did was show things being piled into the back of this trailer. So I won't do. Instead, I'm going to show you it as it is there, and then Charles. But here we have it. Here we have it indeed. Quite a few bits in there. These are Rover 75 frontal crash bar thingies. Don't know what that came off. A few bits of aluminium and 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 doors. So now the question is, how much will that come to? How much weight is there? Make your guess now. I reckon the whole lot, 240 kilos. Ready to go. I put a picture of this up on Facebook, and well, it's upsetting for some people because you can't get hold of these doors, you can't get hold of any of this stuff any longer. But then you don't want to get hold of it because you don't need it. That's the trouble. Everybody knows I've got this stuff. Nobody's asked to buy it. And being as that's the case, the only thing I can do is just go and get rid of it. It's a bit of a weird load. I'm a bit worried about something falling out the back, to be absolutely honest. Not that it's got very far to go. I haven't strapped it down. You should strap these kind of things down, but I just thought it's all wedged in, it's not really going to go anywhere. And now I'm beginning to think perhaps I should have done. Well, I did a fairly good job of estimating the weight there. 248 kilos. Pity it's not really worth very much. 12 pence a kilo, those doors. Yeah. So about £5 each. Yeah. I'm proper hot now. That was better than I was expecting. Quite a bit better. The light iron came to 292 kilos this time. I thought it'd been less than the other time. But the best bit was the cable. Yeah. Recently, when the scrap man came around pestering me for scraps, he saw that box of cable and said, I'll give you a tenner for that. Now I know why. So here we are at the end, possibly, of this video. Certainly this day. Very close to the end of this working day for me. It's been a good day. It's been a successful day. It's been a day that I am pleased with. And now it's time, quite possibly, to take the trailer back. But of course, Tom's here. Tom, I've made another decision here. Yeah. I'm going to clear this out as well. All of this whole lockup. Next week, I'm going to empty the cars out. And I'm going to start over here, where we have an awful lot of metal that I'm just going to get rid of. I've had enough. I've had enough of it, really. Do you ever have one of those moments of clarity where suddenly you think, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to do next. Well, I'm having one of those now. And it does happen from time to time. And it's happened because of making the decision to get rid of some stuff that actually I'm probably never really going to sell. Once it's loaded up into the trailer and then taken off and offloaded at the scrap metal place, the decision has gone. And that is what's making me feel good right now. That's 3 trailer loads I've done using this car. A decision I made just because it had a tow bar. And before Saturday, I was thinking, should I really do this? Can I really do this? You know, £200, it's a really cheap car, but I need that money. I had £250, I think, something like that. Now that £250 will be gone in just a few days. And I know that because that's what always happens. I have to go shopping a lot. Oh, there's a cat over there. £250 is basically a few days worth of living. I've not actually bought a car with my own money for ages because thing with Boaty and the secret banker. But what I really need to actually survive in this yard doing these things is to kind of go alone, I think. A few, maybe 1 or 2 cars as the company. The rest of them need to be back as mine again. I need to be making the decisions in the yard that I spend my time in. So that means that this car, once that's finished, it has to go. This one has to go for sale. Auntie Sophie will have herself a little spot in the yard where she can be broken properly. This needs picking up and I'm sick of it being here because it shouldn't be here in the first place. I currently have 6 cars in my possession that don't belong to me, that I have to look after and try and sell. I have one here that doesn't belong to me and I don't want it here and it doesn't pay to live here. I have one that doesn't belong to me and it does pay to live here, but it will be going soon. And then I have another one which doesn't belong to me and it's been here much, much longer than I was expecting and it will hopefully be going soon. And then at that point, I'm changing my my ways here. I really am. And now I'm going home. Well, one last thought about this. Currently, I've got more cars again of my own, but there are so many knocking about that, honestly, I begin to forget which ones actually are mine. I currently own 7 of my own cars. Right, okay. That means it's time for me to go. Bye-bye. And on that note, I'm going to go. And thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for subscribing, liking, not hitting the unlike button, becoming a channel member, watching all the way to the end, all those kind of things. Can't remember exactly what it is. But anyway, thank you very much. Bye-bye.